back in the Element. Just picked it up at Stacy's. The transmission is in. It sounds good. It's shifting good. We decided to go ahead and put in a clutch while we were there. He got the transmission out. 260,000 miles on what was probably the original clutch. While you got the transmission out, that's the time to put in a clutch. Put in a clutch, pressure plate, throw out bearing. He charged me $300 for that. $600 to put it in. $900 for that whole job, plus $600 for the transmission. So to get a good junkyard transmission installed with a new clutch, $1,500 to get my Element back. I'm happy with that. This is the kind of calculated moves that I end up making. You know, when I save money by buying old cars and keeping them running and not making car payments, and buying my parts at the junkyard whenever it's feasible, it allows me to go ahead and make the calculated move of paying somebody to put in a transmission when I just do not feel like pulling axles and dropping subframes in my driveway and leaving the car parked there while I try and work in between rainstorms. You know, there's things you want to do in your driveway, there's things you don't want to do in your driveway. So I'm giving it a drive now. We're going to put a couple 100 miles on it, and then I'm probably going to change the oil in it just to flush everything out, because the transmission is a junkyard transmission and I don't know how somebody treated it. I'm already in 4th gear. That makes me happy. VTEC's working. That also makes me happy. I gotta tell you, I spent a long time thinking about this job, whether or not I wanted to do it myself, whether or not I wanted to pay somebody to do it. Did I want to get a junkyard transmission? Did I want to have my transmission rebuilt? Did I want to go with the 6-speed conversion? That kind of thing. And after weighing all of that for quite a little while, I opted to go with the junkyard option and paying somebody else to put it in, because I felt like that would be the most economical way to get a reliable transmission back in the car in a timely manner. The 6-speed option sounds like a lot of fun, but when I checked online, I didn't find a lot of people that have done the 6-speed swap. And of the people that I found that had actually done the 6-speed swap, most of them were not reporting that they were all that thrilled with the swap. And one report said that he even got like 10,000 miles and then the gearbox came apart and he had to rebuild it again. That's not what I'm after. I'm after reliability. I actually saved my old transmission. It's in the back of the Element here. 1st gear. 2nd gear. It's not loud. 3rd, 4th. 5th gear. Got all 5 gears again. That makes me plenty happy. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Seems kind of clear, doesn't it? Oil up on top of the gearbox. The numbers are all obscured completely. Everything's wet with gear oil, or whatever that stuff is that Honda uses. Inside, the bell housing's got oil in it. So these are the seals that I replaced in the other video, if you watched them. That seal doesn't really look that old. Caked in oil. All that oil, I think, is supposed to be on the inside of the gearbox, and it's not. Sounds awful, doesn't it? Yeah, sounds like it's full of rocks. There's that boot that we changed out on the other one. It's destroyed on this one as well. So I'm gonna recommend that every once in a while you crawl up under your car and get a look at this area and see if it looks like it's covered in oil. Pull the plug out, check your oil level. We'll do a video on that. So I'm definitely glad to have the Element back, because that means we can start getting some more Honda Element content to you, and I know you like that. You do, don't you? Till next week, remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Scavenger Type.